This is the final video I have to film today, and I am so happy to be done after this. Hi, welcome back to my channel. In case you don't know why I'm wearing a blanket, it's really cold outside. Today I'm going to be talking about the Chronicles of Narnia series. This is the next book in the 2020 challenge for me to reread some of my favorites from my childhood. I own all of the, what are these called? I own all of the radio theater audiobooks for this series, and I own all of the paperbacks. I currently don't have the paperbacks. My sister-in-law has them. She's reading the books. I cannot physically tell you how many times I have reread this series. I used to, as a child, come home from school and basically pop in the cassettes, because yes, I also own these on cassette. I own the CDs, the cassettes, and the paperback. I used to come home and pop in the cassettes and listen to them basically every day when I got home from school. So I cannot tell you how many times I've reread these, but it is more than 20 times. Oh, like I don't have a word to describe what that is. Is there a word that says like something is so largely good and bad that like it's like good bad? I don't have a word. Someone please comment a word down below. I have both read and listened to this series. This time rereading them, I decided to listen to the entire series. I prefer the radio theater version to the actual audiobooks. The actual audiobooks made me sad inside. The radio theater version, it has a full cast, it has music, it has sound effects. It is just, it makes me so nostalgic. And that's going to be the theme of this video. Before I kind of get into my review, I do understand that this book series has a few problems. There's definitely some racist and sexist underlying tones. It's not something that like is brought up a ton. If you can get past like the one or two instances that it happens, it's a really good book series to read. How do I describe this? Follows children as they are taken from our world into the land of Narnia, which is basically a mythological medieval times Christian world. So one of my favorite things about this world is every single time I read it, I want to cry because I cannot go there. I want to go to Narnia so bad. It's just the way C.S. Lewis writes this world, it makes grown adult people want to be children again, and it's nostalgia in its purest, wholesomest form. I just really connect to that. It follows children as they're taken into the land of Narnia. Like always, if you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video. The first book follows Diggory and Polly as they're taken into the world. They actually go into the world between worlds, and eventually they do find Narnia, and they start out this whole entire series. The second book follows the Pensieves children. You've got Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy. I almost forgot Edmund. And they are pulled into Narnia. They go through the wardrobe, and they have to fight the White Witch to bring peace back to the land. The next book follows, well, depends on who you are. We're gonna go with the book series in the order that I go by it. The next book follows no children being pulled into Narnia because it's the horse and his boy. It follows this little slave boy whose father has always treated him poorly and is about to sell him off as a slave, and a horse who can talk rescues him, and they travel across country to the land of Narnia, where he finds out that that wasn't actually his dad. They meet a girl and another talking horse along the way, and it's a great tale. The next book follows the same four Pensieves children as they try to reinstate good leadership into Narnia by putting Prince Caspian on the throne. That's right, it's Prince Caspian. The one after that is just Lucy and Edmund, and they are joined by their cousin Eustace, who is such a gem. Oh my goodness, poor boy. Into the Voyage of the Dawn Treader as they are called in by magic to help Prince Caspian find the 7 lords that his uncle sent away before Prince Caspian took on the throne. It's like pirates, it's traveling the seas, it's finding magic, it's finding crazy cool islands. It is such an enjoyable book. The Silver Chair follows Eustace and Jill as they are pulled into Narnia right at the death of Prince Caspian. Oh my god, this is so sad. And his son, I think it's his son, went missing years and years ago, so there's no one to take the throne, and the two of them are sent on this journey to find the son. I'm gonna spoil it. They find the son. It's great, sitting on the silver chair. And the last battle, honestly, I haven't read The Last Battle in a few years and I can't totally tell you what it's about, but I know there's a donkey. I really enjoy this series. I've already kind of said my 2 negatives about it. There are definitely some slower parts. I'm not a huge fan of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's actually one of my least favorite in this series. I'd have to say that my favorites are The Horse and His Boy, The Magician's Nephew, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and The Silver Chair. I tolerate Prince Caspian, the book, not the person. I tolerate The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I tolerate The Last Battle. As you can tell, I don't even remember what The Last Battle is about. I think the biggest part about rereading this series was I have this huge nostalgia factor from when I was a child and I read it. I think that if you didn't read these as a child, you could still enjoy them, but it wouldn't be to the same level as someone who read the books when they were younger. I definitely also think that if you're not Christian, you won't get the same understanding of the books. You could definitely still read them and definitely still enjoy them, but there would be some themes or undertones that you definitely would be like, what? Yeah, I don't think that's any reason to stop you from reading these books. And if you think the books are going to be like super preachy and telling you to like be Christian or something, they aren't like that. It's just like reading any other fantasy book where there's a religion that is over the entire people. You don't necessarily become part of that religion. Yeah, I really enjoyed rereading these. I might go back and reread The Silver Chair and The Last Battle. I didn't make it to those 2, unfortunately, in the month that I planned on rereading these books, but I don't feel like I'm missing out if I don't continue on with those ones in the end. Most of the books I rate anywhere from 3 to 5 stars. If you want to know the exact details and some of the exact times when I reread them, you can check out my Goodreads. It's linked down below. I know I feel like I haven't said a lot about the books right now, but all you really need to know is the magic system is kind of mysterious but absolutely great. The nostalgia factor is super high and lovely, and the fantasy element, phenomenal. These books were written a long time ago, but they are classics that people are still telling to their children to this day, and there's a reason for that. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. If you've read this series, please comment down below telling me your thoughts. I'd love to talk to you about it, even if we disagree. Come on, let's just be respectful and we can have a conversation about things. The next book in this Rereading 2020 series is going to be The Selection, and I'm really going to be trying to vlog my experience, not just do a review video at the end for it. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys in the comments, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.